So you have been finally accepted to Like to Know It, also known as RewardsStyle. So let's take a look. First off, Like to Know It is customer facing. Kind of like Facebook and Instagram, you can follow people. Once you find something you like, you click on their photo and it will link where you can purchase those products. So the other end, where I'll call it influencer facing, is RewardsStyle. And RewardsStyle, when you post, filters into Like to Know It for your customers. So let's start with the RewardsStyle app. Here you can see the pictures I have posted. I'll be honest, I haven't been very good about doing it. But what they do is when I post to Instagram, by using certain hashtags, it will filter into my RewardsStyle. So let's say I'm going to post right now. I'm going to enable an image. Here's a picture of my son's room. I'm going to select the green check mark in the top right-hand corner. Then I am going to add products, and I'm going to go back and show you how I got these products into these categories. But first off, I'll just do this real quick. I like to put categories because it makes it easier to find. So let's start with this. I'll go down to items that are in my son's room. And I'm going to select that and make sure you hit add. And if you're done with this section, you hit the green check mark in the top right-hand corner. And his nightstand, I'm going to add that. Let's go to his bedding. One thing to keep in mind is sometimes the item will sell out. So it's important to possibly have a backup. I'm going to add that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple extra duvets and quilts that are the same as his bedroom, that are the same as what is in his bedroom. And then by any chance if one of them is sold out, someone can go ahead and, find an alternate. For lighting, I divided it by chandeliers, lamps, flush mounts, pendants, lamps. And let's go to pillows for his bed pillow. And the greenery on his nightstand, which I do think is sold out. It's from Target from a while ago, but and the thing is, they don't tell you if it's sold out. And what's great here is it shows you the regular price and then what your estimated commission on it is. Okay, so and then in the top right corner, I'm going to hit next. So this is kind of where you prepare your post for Instagram. So what I'll do, I'll say, this is my son's room. Just for purposes, I'm doing this to show you easily. So you're going to see these highlighted links down at the bottom. You can prepare your whole post for Instagram, do all your hashtags, everything here. So let's just say I'll do mid-century modern. Boy's bedroom. Bedrooms of Instagram. Okay. So bottom, you see enable link. You want to click all three of those. Okay. And then you hit next. here is where you can see if you have all the products in. If not, you can go back and add some more. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to copy it all. Come on. Okay. Bottom right-hand corner in green, you see enable image. Once you do that, it automatically goes into your like to know it. Then you can hit prepare for Instagram. I don't like doing it this way and I haven't done it in a while, so let's see what it does. Okay, and then the bottom, you can hit launch Instagram. Okay, so something's not working. Oh, there it goes to Instagram. Okay, so what I'm going to do is then I'm going to add this photo on Instagram. And then I'm going to paste. So you can see how those links, hashtag, and the @ show up there. So this is important. So if anybody screenshots your Instagram post, this tells Like to Know It to send an email to that person if they are registered with Like to Know It, if the customer is. This also, if you have a website, will filter into your website. A lot of people, like myself, I have a Shop My Instagram. Some people have Shop My Home, Shop My Posts. So if we go to my website, and like I said, I haven't done this in a while. Let's just hope my internet catches up here. I've got my ads. Okay, so Shop My Instagram. And so you can see on Like to Know It, on RewardsStyle, we'll go down to the computer and take a look because I think it's easier to do it on the computer. You can select the layout, how big and how many squares you want this on. So you can see there is my post right there. And then all of the items. But first, let's go ahead and go back to RewardsStyle from the very beginning. A lot of people have kind of already figured that part out and they just want to know how to post. So that's why I wanted to take care of that first. Okay, so back to RewardsStyle. Bottom left-hand corner, you see these bars. That shows you what your earnings are. I haven't been very active on this, therefore my earnings are not great or at all. If you do this on the computer, you can filter by certain dates. One thing important to take into account is you don't get paid until, first of all, when you reach a commission of $100, and second, when the item has closed. Most items don't close for 5 to 6 months. But what is really cool about this is you can put your own items, shop your own links. So I've ordered 2 Samsung Frames TV, one for my bedroom and one for my downstairs, and I'm getting approximately $120 back just by shopping my own links. But I still have not received that money. If you click on the little bird at the bottom, the second one, this is where you can search stores. So like the first one here is Rejuvenation. Not all stores are on here. So let's say if I want to shop lighting, I'll shop pendants. And let's just put this pendant in here. It's not loading. There we go. Okay, so here, what I'm going to do, this pendant, in the bottom right-hand corner, you see the black bird. I'm going to click on that. And here I can either get the link, add to a folder, or choose product is wrong. I can also hit the heart to save it to my favorites. Now, when you save it to your favorites, that is just one big folder that has everything. So when you're trying to do a post, it can get very hard to find products. That's why I that is why I suggest creating folders with different categories. So I'm going to hit add to folder, and then I'm going to go down to lighting and add it to my pendants. And you can see it, little black check mark, and then I'm going to hit the green check mark, and then I'm going to hit done. So it is in there. I don't believe there is a way to create individual folders using the phone app. I think you have to do that on the computer, which I will show you. Okay, so then if we go to the middle button, the Like to Know It logo with the heart, here is where you can see here. So in the past month and a half, I've made $66.05 in commission. I've got 54 followers. Emails is 171. I have not received physical emails. Everything I've read, I think that means if people like your post, that's what that is, like or save it. So then we can hit on the heart, and here are where you can add categories here. Sorry. So here is all my categories. So everything, if you hit the heart on a product, that's where it filters in to all also, in addition to your individual. But I like to do this. And the reason I have it this way too is because on my on my website, in one of the menus, I have shop my favorites, and then everything appears in these categories. So even if it's not a post, people can shop things that I like. And then the last is the search bar. So in the beginning, it is kind of difficult to figure it out, and it is time consuming, but once you get the hang of it, it's really quick. So now I'm going to take you downstairs and show you what Link Ninja is and what a time saver. So when I am wanting to find different products, I almost always do it on the computer because it's night and day, so much faster. Okay, so when you first log into RewardsStyle, you'll just see kind of the home page. It'll tell you certain items if they are high commission, and a lot of popular items. So like this towel, I really like this towel, so I would probably just click here, add to favorites, and then I don't have one for bathrooms, so I would just probably put this in a decor folder. Okay, so let's start here. One of the easiest things to do, and there is directions in Like to Know It. I don't exactly know where they are. I don't think they're hard to find, but it is for the Link Ninja. This little, I think they're called widgets. I forget. This is extremely helpful and fast. So basically you can go to a website. Let's go to Target. Let's just say, here, let's look at this bath mat. Okay, so let's say I want to add this, or I might have it in my home. I just click the Link Ninja up here. And this only works for retailers that are part of RewardsStyle. And then it tells me $19.99. It says a variable commission rate. I don't know why it's doing that, but let's just add it to my favorites. And then it will show up in there. And I want to say, there you go. If you kind of hold down the star, then you can do it. So if I just go down to rugs, and then it'll automatically be in my rugs. And so that's the easy thing to do. But let's go through the menu here. So products, I can see my recently sold, what are most popular, that are trending right now. Advertisers is where you can find everybody that is part of RewardsStyle. Rewards, here's my commission. If you want to refer someone, so like if I wanted to invite you, this is where you would invite someone. I will tell you that I think RewardsStyle has, I don't know if they've cleaned up a lot of accounts lately, but it used to be so difficult to get this. And I got it when I was at about 3,500 followers on Instagram, but now I'm seeing that people with like around 1,200 are getting it. So maybe they started cleaning up a bunch of accounts that were not very active. I'm not sure. Let's see, for analytics, you can see I'm down 51% because I have not been very active on it. It will show you what some of my top performers are. And so let's go back here. Okay, so if you have a blog, this is also very helpful. Oh, sorry, that's their blog. My bad. Apps, that is where, so if you have a website, blog, you can hit shop this post. I do WordPress, but there are different things, and what you do is like you can select these things, or you know, if you're wanting to do, say, a post about, you know, popular cabinets, media cabinets, coffee table, you know, stuff like that, and you would just hit copy code. And so let's go to my, let's say one of my most recent posts here. And it took me a few times to figure out how to get it in there based on WordPress's different codes, but I have it down here at the bottom, I think. I thought I did. Sorry. Okay, so here. So you would insert the code here, and this is how you can have it where it's just, I don't want to say steady, but steady, or you can have it where it's a carousel. Okay, here you go, like this, where people can shop. And I have alternates in here too, because last time I checked, the bed I have was out of stock, but here is an alternative that looks almost identical. So let's go back, and there are, let's see, the lookbook. I haven't done this in a while, so I forget what this is. I think the lookbook is probably more of larger photos with, I'm sorry, don't quote me on that. Like I said, I haven't done it. And then they have boutique. So they're all kind of the same function, where someone will, you know, have a post where, sorry, losing my train of thought. They're all the similar function where you can, someone can click on the picture from a website. So this is the money spot here. So here is where I've done something where I have added like a design board and linked everything. And so then, like, if you go back to my website here, sorry, you can click on a picture. And you can see all the pluses, and it will link to these items. I wish I could remember what the lookbook and the boutique are. They're similar to the money spot, but I think that would just kind of be like a roundup, you know, how people do those on their, like a rug roundup, and it would have all the pictures, and they'd be larger versus the ones I was showing you in terms of the carousel. I like to know it widget. Okay, so that's something different, but for the most part, it's fairly easy to use, especially if you're only posting to Instagram. It takes a little bit figuring out if you're wanting to add things to your website. So that's it.